Hello to you. So let's talk about Pentatonic I-II. We'll start out on draw 2. It's just like Richter. We have our G there. A whole step below it is F. And ordinarily on Richter we have the D is on the draw 1. On Pentatonic I-II the D is on the below 1. And in place of the D that Richter has on draw 1, we'll put another F. So then we have the F on the whole step bend and an unbent hole, so we can bend or trill. And then, as you know, on Richter we have on hole 3 is our B flat, and we need to do a half step bend on a 1.5 step bend hole to get it. And it's time consuming and difficult to get on pitch. So when transitioning between that G and B flat is difficult. Pentatonic I-II, it's on the draw 3 unbent, so we don't have to knock ourselves out to get the B flat. We have a trill there. And moving up, Richter, our C is on the 4, and we need to transition again from that difficult B flat. The C on Pentatonic I-II is on the 4 draw, so the F, G, B flat, and C are all right in a row. Pardon me. The B flat is also on the draw 4. It's essentially the same configuration as the F in that it's present on the unbent note and on the whole step bend. And importantly, we have the G, and just like Richter, also on the below 3. It's particularly handy here, though, as we have 2 whole step bends on either side of it. So after we've draw for a while, bend, we're having a great time, but we need to catch our breath. We can hit the G on the 3 below. And the 4 hole is the same configuration as Richter, in that you have the D, your 5, half step bend to the flat 5, and then the C is on the below. Excuse me. Let me see. Yeah, I explained that wrong. The 5 hole is the same as Richter's 4 hole. D, bend down to the flat 5, and the C is on the blow. So the C is doubled also there. So we can 5, bend down to the flat 5, hit the C on the blow, or 5, bend down to the flat 5 and hit the C on the draw. Again, more options. We can do different lines. The D is also doubled. That's on the below 6. So we can also go D. I like doing D, D flat, C on the blow, and then move over to the D. Now we've come full circle. And if we look at Richter, pardon me, what it is we like about that Richter setup, I think you'll find that we like the whole step bend on the 2. We like that half step bend on the 4 hole, 5 down to the flat 5. That's cool also, and we like the trill. That's exciting on the 4-5. Those are the best parts, the bends and the trill. We don't like hole 3, where we have to knock ourselves out to try and get that on pitch. So on Pentatonic I-II, instead of just having 1 whole step bend, we have 4, 2 per octave. We have the 1 down to flat 7 bend on hole 2 there, and then on hole 4, we have our 4 down to flat 3. And 2 full octaves. Of course, we have our half step bend there also. And we have, whatever it works out to, 5 trills per octave. Or whatever. There's it's all trills. The whole minor pentatonic scale is lined up on there, right? That's as easy as it gets. That's as smooth sounding as it gets. They're all lined up there. 2 full octaves instead of 1.5. No 1.5 step bends full on, and thus there's no grabbing a half step or a whole step bend on a 1.5 step bend hole and having a hard time getting it on pitch. All these bends are down at the bottom at the stopping point there where they're easy to get on pitch. I'm a big proponent of the concept that you can just analyze these for yourself, look at them on paper, and see the value of these tunings. Same time, there's really something to be said for getting behind the wheel of Pentatonic I-II here. It's quite a thing. That's 4 bends for you. All trills in glissando. Sounds great. Pardon me. Let's move on to what happens to when we change from the G up to the C. And we want to play so that if the band were all of a sudden muted, the audience would still know when the chord changes are going down because we're outlining them with the notes we play. So we're going to want to change, and we'll switch from playing the G blues scale. When the band goes to C, we'll start playing the C blues scale. So, and the C shares 4 notes with the G pentatonic scale. So we largely just looked at it, but let's just start on C here on the 4 draw. You got the C on the 4 draw, the flat 7 is a whole step below it. You got a whole step bend there, just like G, and then you also have your note from the whole step bend is also on the unbent note on the 3 draw. We have our B, and our 5 is on the 2 draw. Sometimes I like doing the line, you will slide on back to the 5, do a half step bend, and move back up to our C. I like that. You have that. It's definitely nice to have your nice to have the 5 below your tonic there so you can work that. And then our C is also doubled on the 5 blow. Our flat 3 is on a whole step bend. On hole 6, and again, having that C on the blow also gives us the ability to work those 2 whole step bends on either side of it and catch our breath. And that last lick, I went up to the 5. 5 bends down to the flat 4, just like we like, and then it also bends down to the 4. And when you've taken the 4 down there, then you can just slide right over to your E flat. And then bend up to the F again if you like, or whatever, but and working that turnaround where I hit the note on the blow. So we could just sit there and play that for 5 minutes without stopping, because you get to catch your breath there. And then 4-hole glissando there from the F, G, B flat, C. Oops, yeah, the wrong hole. I actually like hitting that C on the 10 blow. I've been in there drawing for a long time. I can just, again, catch my breath, get back to it. And here we have 3-hole step bends. It's even bendier. And like I say, got your 5, flat 5, 4. And you can do a trill between the 2 bends. Ball, ball, got to turn around to catch our breath. 4-hole glissando. Real nice. Then we do our other change. We go to the 5. We have to break down and do our, no, we don't have to. Our 5 is also on the blow 9. But if we wanted to do the 5 to flat 5 bend, we need to start on a half step bend of a whole step bend hole, which is a little more challenging, but not the end of the world at all. Comes out real nice. This D is the same as the D on Pentatonic I-IV, except on Pentatonic I-IV you don't have to do the half step bend to grab that 5 there. So let's just play through changes once here. Two whole step bends on D. Got our 5, the flat 5 bend. And 2 octaves. Key of C, we have 3 whole step bends. Real juicy. Wow, wow. And on the G, 2 whole step bends per octave. Half step bend, just a great super smooth setup there. Thank you.